company culture, it's something that is on the lips of almost everybody, depending on companies from 1 to 5 and companies 20,000 people, 50,000 people. It's really dependent, I think, so much on the people that you have, obviously, within your company, but the culture that you develop drives the people that you have in there, right? I mean, I guess that makes sense. And we were kind of shooting ideas around upstairs and discussing what it is that we like about our SquareCoil company culture. And one of it is, of course, that it's just a smaller group. So we really all know each other pretty well. We communicate on simple things that are personal to us, but we also communicate on things maybe that we don't understand about what we're doing about our job. And, a lot of times that group communication helps us lead into different directions that we maybe wouldn't have known on our own, right? I mean, again, it's all about communicating, I think, and feeling like you're open in that space to communicate. And that is one of the things that we have, or that we're lucky to have, in Aaron. So again, I think in his personal life, he probably is a little bit of a micromanager. I mean, look at his yard, or like the way, you guys have seen him. He's so pretty, right? You can tell that he really cares and projects this good look. So you would almost think that he'd be like that with his staff or with his company, but he's not. He really allows us to feel our way through situations or work with our customers. And, he gives us kind of general parameters, but for the most part, he's really standoffish, which I think, to be perfectly honest, when I first met him, was not what I would have expected. But he's allowed us all to grow. And, if you look at even my trajectory in the last 3 years that I've been with SquareCoil, he sort of came in and was like, perfect, you're from the industry, you've used this software before. If you have any questions, let me know. I had not come from that experience. For most of you guys in the sign industry, we tend to work with a lot of micromanagers. And some of that is because managers in this industry tend to be homegrown. And so they're a little bit insecure in those positions, right? So when you're a little bit insecure in your position, or with the knowledge that you have, I think that you hold on and you try to control things more. So I had come from a company that was a little bit more on that side. And when I came to this company, it, for me, felt like almost a whole 180. And I remember sort of coming home from work and being like, am I doing a good job? I mean, I guess the building hasn't burned down, so we're going to be fine. But feeling that in between, with a lack of micromanagement, I actually found was really hard for me personally. Now I'm thriving. I love it. I love our open communication. And as I said, when there are things that I don't understand or that the team doesn't understand, because of this idea of open door policy, we can go and get a response that doesn't make us feel like, we're dumb or stupid.